sorry. On days when you like feel, you kind of like feel good, and then something just kind of like flips a switch, and you feel like overwhelming like sense of dread or panic. How do you manage those emotions, or get through it, or what do you do?
I think a really challenging thing to remember is often when it just happens suddenly, it can be a chemical thing, and so it doesn't work to go, stop feeling this thing. I will try to sometimes cerebralize it and go, okay, what changed? And I'll think of like physical things. Did I sleep well? Did I not sleep well? Did I eat something weird? Did someone say something that like triggered me? And then I'm just gentle with myself, but sometimes something I do that has been working is I go, what if that's not true? Like, what if that's not true? Or I go, I'm gonna choose a different thought. I'm gonna choose to think something differently. Because often when I'm feeling depressed or sad or anxious, it's a thought that I'm choosing to invest in. And I do think that for me, sometimes I can, not always, but sometimes I can choose a different thought and strengthen that neural pathway, which is a challenge. Not always possible, but sometimes it is.
I like that in the area of choice. So I do three things. The first is hold on. Just hold on. And then I remind myself that this will not be forever. I comfort myself, I console myself, I honor the fact that this is so uncomfortable. I don't moralize it, I don't say I'm bad, this is punishing me, I've done something wrong, therefore this means, I just pull it back in and go, this is fucking uncomfortable. I do pray, I have a belief in a higher power that is personal and works for me, but I give it up. And third, I name it. Say, this is fear. This is fear. What am I afraid of? I am afraid that this, I am afraid of. I cerebralize it and just go, okay, every experience has a gift. It's not my job to find it. It will be revealed. So I just hang on and write it out because it will change. The only thing that is consistent is change. So if I just hang the fuck on and don't try to make it anything other than what it is, I will find the love I have for myself back on the other side. You know, so often I punish myself. I'm like, you fucking idiot, and then I make it worse. I talk to myself in the same voice that the world is attacking me with. And I'm like, you're stupid, and how come you're so weak, and how come you can't get out of this? But you should have known better. Oh my God, you should have known. And all of this fucking shit. And so I have a choice to not use that voice on myself. I have a choice to just stop and say I have a zero tolerance rule for self-hatred. And I'm gonna ride this through with me. I got you, baby. I got you. And as long as it takes, we're gonna get out of this together.
Keep asking you for advice. Eventually the advice is going to be don't lick toilet seats. Please do not say don't lick toilet seats when I ask this question.
Okay, but you really shouldn't lick toilet seats. Unless there's still cocaine left here. Oh, sorry. Old kid bucket.
So I just graduated yesterday and I am applying for jobs. What do you do in the sense of when you feel like you are not going to get a job no matter how much qualifications you have, no matter how well you did in the interview, or like you just feel like
I'll just take it with you.
You're like, I'm not going to get the job no matter how much I'm better than the people behind me or in front of me.
Yep. So, the Buddhists and the alcoholics, I'm only one of those, but I relate to both of them, have a thing called detachment.
The line will be long.
So I am in a phase in my career right now where I'm not going to get a job, no matter how good I am, or how good I'm just not going to get a job anymore. They don't exist. Not me. Not my turn. So instead of saying, well then I'm just not going to care anymore, you can't have my heart. I step back to this moment is worth me showing up for. This moment is not defined by the outcome. My goodness is not defined by what happens next. In this moment right now, I give myself permission to show up 100%. And I give the future permission to work itself the fuck out. Whatever happens, it does not define me. I am good and powerful and worth showing up for. I can only show up for myself right now, and that's what I'm goddamn well gonna do.
Now, I think it's a very privileged position for me to talk about, because what I would relate to is auditioning for things. Like, the majority, I make a joke that I'm a professional auditioner, and that I actually am not booking as much work because then they wouldn't have me to audition for them. And they really need me to just do auditions all the time, because I audition so much in Vancouver as opposed to when I'm in Los Angeles. But I also have other work. I have voiceover work, I have conventions, so I have financial privilege, and there are so many people out of work right now in your country, in Canada, that I do not have the same position to go, let's just pick yourself up, because that's a very easy thing for me to say, because I can pay rent. People being out of work, I recognize, is terrifying. I grew up with parents that were often out of work and just the terror of not having money was always there. But in terms of just looking for work and being rejected from it, something that I practice is, again, sexy indifference. And I find that energetically, that really works for me, to make sure that I'm not equating my worth to being chosen. If I'm not picked for a job, I'm not picked for a job. Often I will go, they're lost. That's what I will tell myself. They're lost. Oh, they fucked up. I do that all the time with the spin-off. Like, oh, they fucked up. But it's really important that none of us equate what we do with who we are. Who we choose to show up as in this world is so much more important than what we do for money.
Or how the world responds to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would say, as Kim was saying, detachment, not disinterest, but just detaching from the outcome, but also detaching from what that means about who you are and what you have to offer the world. Okay?
Thank you.
Go get it.
And also don't lick toilet seats.
Unless there's smoking on it.
Don't lick toilet seats.
So, okay, sorry. I've never done cocaine before. Can you believe that?
I haven't either.
Kim and I were like, we're so badass. I'm like, cocaine in my nose? Ew. Like the only actor I know.
Imagine being more high, more up.
Me too. Like, you imagine? Oh, what a disaster. Although, if any, no, I'm just kidding. Hello. I'm sorry, you laugh at my jokes all day, baby. All day.
So pretend for a minute that Kim was cast to play Donna and Briana was cast to play Jody. What changes?
What change? Okay, so we've never seen how the other person has actually played the other characters. So it's not like I'm doing an impression of Kim doing Jody. She's never done Jody.
I think me as Donna would be slightly less joyful and slightly more confused.
I think Jody, I would play Jody sadder. I think I would, I would bring to it as she would be not as, I find the way Kim plays her is like very strong. And I don't think me playing her would come across as strong. I think she would be a little sad.
I think this is the same. I think both of us. So it's a damn good thing we got cast. We did. Like, yeah, I think so too.
That's a great question.
Thank you.